Hello, I am Killy Killy Kymani. And I'm gonna read from a book, The Color Purple. I've seen the movie and heard the musical, and just going to read. You better not tell nobody but God, Killy Kymani. Very good. I am 14 years old. I have always been a good girl. Maybe you can give me a sign letting me know what is happening to me. Last spring, after little Lucius can't come, I heard them fussing. He was pulling on her arm. She said it's too soon, Fonzo. I will. Finally, he leave her alone. A week go by, he pulling on her arm again. She said, nah, I ain't gonna. Can't you see I'm already half dead and all of this children? She went to visit her sister doctor over Macon. Left me to see after the others. He never had a king word to say to me. Just said, you're gonna do what your mammy wouldn't. First he put his thing up against my hip and started wiggling around. And he grabbed hold of my titties. He pushed his thing inside my pussy. When that hurt, I cried. He started to choke me, saying, you better shut up and get used to it. But I don't never get used to it. And now I feel sick every time I be the one to cook. When she fuss at me and look at me, she happy because he good to her now. Too sick to last long. Dear God, my mama dead. She died screaming and cussing. She screamed at me, she cussed at me. I'm big, I can't move fast enough. By the time I get back from the well, the water be warm. By the time I get the tray ready, the food be cold. By the time I get all the children ready for school, it be dinner time. He don't say nothing. He sat there by the bed, holding her hand and crying, talking about don't leave me. Don't you? She asked me about the first one, whose it is. I say God's. I don't know no other man or what else to say. And I start to hurt. And then my stomach stopped moving, and then that little baby come out of my pussy chewing on it fist. You could have knocked me over with a feather. But nobody come see us. She got sicker and sicker. Finally she asked, where is it? I said, God took it. He took it while I was sleeping. Killed it out there in the woods. Kill this one too if he can. Dear God, he act like he can't see me no more. Say I'm evil and always up to no good. Took my other little baby a boy this time. I don't think he killed it. I think he sold it to a man and his wife over Monticello. I got breasts full of milk running down myself. He say, why don't you look decent? Put on something. What I'm supposed to put on? I don't have nothing. Keep hoping he finds somebody to marry. See him looking at my little sister. She's scared, but I say I'll take care of you, with God help. Dear God, he come home with a girl from around Gray. She be my age, but they married. He be on her all the time. She walk around like she don't know what hit her. Think she thought she loved him, but he got so many of us, all needing something. Little sister Nettie, he's got a boyfriend in the same shape almost as Pa. His wife died. She was killed by her boyfriend coming home from church. He got only 3 children now. So he's seen Nettie in church, and now every Sunday evening here come Mister. I tell Nettie to keep out her books. It'd be more than a notion taking care of children that ain't even yours. And look what happened to Ma. Dear God, beat me because I say I winked at a boy in church. I may have got something in my eye, but I didn't wink. I don't even look at men's. That's the truth. I look at women, though, because I'm not scared of them. Maybe because my mama cussed me, you think I get mad at her, but I ain't. I felt sorry for Mama, trying to believe his story killed her. Sometimes he still be looking at Nettie. But I always get in his light. Now I tell her to marry Mister. I don't tell her why. I say, marry him, Nettie, and try to have one good year out of your life. After that, I know she'd be big. But me, never again. It'll just say get big if you bleed every month. I don't bleed anymore. Dear God, Mr. Kymani came right out and asked for Nettie's hand in marriage. They say he won't let her go. He say she's too young, no experience. Say Mister got too many children already. Plus, what about the scoundrel's wife caused when somebody killed her? What about all this stuff he heard here about Suge Avery? What about that? I asked our new mammy about Suge Avery. What is it? I asked. She don't know. She says she can't find out. She do more than that. She get a picture. First one of a real person I ever seen. She say Mister was taking something out of his billboard for to show up and it fell out and slid under the table. Suge Avery was a woman. Most beautiful woman I ever saw. She's more pretty than my mama. She's about 10,000 times more prettier than me. I see her there in furs, her face rouge, hair like something tail, grinning with her foot up on somebody's motor car. Her eyes serious though, some. I asked her to give me the picture. The other long stare at it. Now when I dream of Suge Avery. She be dressed to kill, whirring and laughing. Dear God, I asked him to take me instead of Nettie while our new mammy was sick. She just asked me what I'm talking about. He asked me. Tell him I can fix myself up for him. Duck into my room and come out wearing horsehair, feathers, and a pair of our new mammy high-heeled shoes. He beat me for dressing trampy, but he can do it to me anyway. He do it to me anyway. Just to come that evening. I'm in the bed crying. Eddie, she finally see the light of day clear. My new mammy, she see it too. She in her room crying. Eddie tend the first one, then the other. She's so scared she go outdoors and vomit. Not out front where the 2 men's is. Mister say, well, sir, I sure hope you done change your mind. He say, nah, can't say I is. Mister say, well, you know, my poor little one sure could use a mother. Well, he say real slow, I can't let you have Nettie. She too young. She don't know nothing but what you tell her. Besides, I want her to get some more schooling. Get a school teacher out of her. I can let you have Celie. She's the oldest anyway. She to marry first. She ain't fresh though, I expect. You know that. She's spoiled twice. You don't need a fresh woman to know how. I got a fresh one in there myself, and she's sick all the time. We spit over the railing. Shouldn't get on her nerves. She's not much of a cook. She big already. Mister, he don't say nothing. I'd stop crying, so I'm so surprised. She ugly, he said, but she ain't no stranger to hard work, and she clean. God done fixed her. You do everything you like you want to. Oof. This lady don't say nothing. I thought you can do everything just like you want to, and she ain't gonna make you feed it or clothe it. This there, still don't say nothing. Take out the picture of Shug Avery. Look into her eyes. Her eyes say, yeah, it bees that way sometime. Fact is, he say, got to get rid of her. She too old to be living here at home. And she a bad influence on my other girls. She come with her own linen. She can take that cow she raised down there, back up the crib. That you flat out can't have. Not now, not never. Mr. Finally speak, clearing his throat. I ain't never really look at that one, he said. Next time you come, you can look at her. She ugly. She don't even look like she kin to Nettie. She'll make the better wife. She ain't smart either. And I'll be just be fair. You have to watch her or she'll give everything you want. Everything you she can work like a man. Mister say, how old is she? She say, she near 20. And another thing, she tell lies. Dear God, it took him the whole spring from March to June to make up his mind to take me. All I thought about was Nettie. How she could come to me and if I marry him and he be so love-struck with her, I could figure out a way for us to run away. I was supposed to be hitting Nettie's school books pretty hard. Because us, you gotta be smart to get away. I know I'm not as pretty or as smart as Nettie, but she say I ain't dumb. The way you know how to discover America, as Nettie said, is think about cucumbers. That what Columbus sounded like. I learned all about Columbus in first grade. Looked like the first thing I forgot. She say Columbus come here in boats, called the Neater, the Peter, and Santo Marita. Indians so nice and he forced a bunch of them back home with him to wait on the Queen. But hard to think with getting married to Mister hanging over my head. First time I got Big Paw took me out to school. Never cared for that, I love it. Eddie said, stood there at the gate holding tight to my hand. I was all dressed for the first day. You're too dumb to keep going to school, Pa said. Nettie the clever one in this bunch. But Pa, Nettie said, crying. See, they smart too. Even Miss Beasley says so. Nettie dote on Miss Beasley. Think nobody like her in the world. Pa say, we ever listen to anything Eddie Beasley has to say? She went off at the mouth so much no man would ever have looked her. That's how come she has to teach school. He never looked up from cleaning his gun. Pretty soon, a bunch of white men come walking across the yard. They have guns too. Pa get up and follow them. The rest of the week I vomited and dressed wild game. But Nettie never give up. Next thing I know, Miss Beasley at our house trying to talk to Pa. She say, long as she been a teacher, she never know nobody want to learn bad as Nettie and me. When Pa call out me out, and she see how tight my dress is. She'd stop talking and go. Nettie still don't understand. I don't either. All of us notice is I'm all the time sick and fat. I feel bad sometimes Nettie done pass me in learning. But look like nothing she say can get in my brain and stay. She tried to tell me something about the ground not being flat. Just say, yeah, like I knew it. I never tell her how flat it looked to me. Mister come finally one day looking all drug out. The woman he had helping him done quit. Remy done said no more. He say, let me see her again. Pa called me. Steely, he say, like it was nothing. Mister want another look at you. I go stand in the door. The sun shine in my eye. He's still up on his horse. He looked me up and down. Pa rattled his newspaper. Move up, he won't bite. He say. We go closer to the steps. Not too close because I'm a little scared of his horse. Turn around, Pa say. I turn around. One of my little brothers come up. I think it was Lucius. He's fat and playful all the time munching on something. He say, what you doing that for? Pa say. Sister thinking about marriage. Didn't mean nothing to him. She put up my dress tail and asked, can he have some blackberry jam out the safe? I say, yeah. She good with children, Pa say, rattling his paper open more. Never heard her say a hard word to nary one of them. She give them everything they asked for is the only problem. Mister say, that cow still coming? We say, her cow. Dear God, I spend my wedding day running from the oldest boy, he 12. His mama died in his arms, and he didn't want to hear nothing but no new one. Pick up a rock and laid my head open. Blood ran all down between my breasts. His daddy say, don't do that. But that's all he say. He got 4 children instead of 3. 2 boys and 2 girls. Girls' hair ain't been combed since their mammy died. I told him I'll just have to shave it off. Start fresh. He said, bad luck to cut a woman's hair. After I bandage my head best I can and cook dinner, they have a spring, not a well, and a wood stove look like a truck. I start trying to untangle hair. They only 6 and 8 and they scream. They scream. They cuss. They accuse me of murder. At 10 o'clock I'm done. Cried themselves to sleep. But I don't cry. I lay there thinking about Nettie while he on top of me. Wonder if she's safe. Then I think about Shug Avery. Or what he's doing to me. Yeah, just when they're lazy, like 10 o'clock, I'm done. They cry themselves to sleep. I don't cry. I lay there thinking about Nettie while he on top of me, wonder if she's safe. Then I think about Shug Avery. I know what he's doing to me. He done to Shug Avery, maybe she like it. Put my arm around him. Dear God, I was in town sitting on the wagon while Mister was in the dry goods store. I seen my baby girl. I know that it was her. She looked just like me and my daddy. Like more us than us ourselves. She be tagging along behind the lady. Then they be dressed just like. Past the wagon and I speak. Lady speak pleasant. My little girl, she look up and sort of frown. She fretting over something. She got my eyes just like they is today. Like everything She pondering it. I think she mine. My heart says she mine. I don't know if she mine. If she mine, her name Olivia. I embroider Olivia in the seat of all her deities. I embroidered a lot of those stars and flowers too. He took her the deities when he took her. She was about 2 months old. Now she is about 6. I climbed down from the wagon and followed Olivia and her new mammy into a store. I watched her run her alongside the counter like she ain't interested in nothing. Ma's buying cloth. She said, "Don't touch nothing." Olivia yawned. "That's real pretty," I say, and help her mama drape a piece of cloth close to her face. She smiled. "It'll make me and my girls some new dresses," she say. "Her daddy be so proud." "Who her daddy?" I blurted out at last somebody know. She say, "Mister," but that ain't my daddy name. "Mister," I say. "Who he?" She look at like I had something, none of my business. "Reverend Mister," she say. Then turn her face to the clerk. He say, "Girl, you want that cloth or not? We got other customers beside you." She say, "Yes, sir. I want 5 yards, please, sir." He snatched the cloth and thumped down the bolt. He don't measure. When he think he got 5 yards, he tear it off. "That be $1.30, he say. "Need thread?" She say, "Nah, sir." He say, "You can't sew without thread. Pick up a spool and hold it against the cloth. That she look like about the right color, don't you think?" She say, "Yes, sir." He start to whistle. "Take $2, give her a quarter back." He look at me. "You want something, gal?" I say, "Nah, sir." I trail along behind him on the street. We have nothing to offer and I feels poor. I look up and down the street. He ain't here. He ain't here. She say like she gonna cry. "Who ain't?" I asked. "Reverend Mister," she said. He took the wagon. "Husband wagon right here," I say. She climb up. "Thank you kindly," she say. I'll sit looking at all the folks that come to town. I've seen so many even at church. Some be dressed too. Some don't hit on much. Just get all up the lady's dress. She asked me who is my husband. Now I know about her, all about hers. She laughed a little. I say, "Mister," she say. Sure enough, like she know all about him. Just didn't know he was married. "He a fine looking man," she say. "Not a fine looking one in the country, white or black," she say. "Do you look all right?" I say. But I don't think about it while I say it. Most times men look pretty much alike to me. "How long you had your girl?" I asked. "Oh, she be 7 her next birthday." When that I asked, she think back. Then she say, "No, December." "I think November," I say real easy. "What do you call her?" She say. "Oh, we calls her Pauline." Knock. She then frowned, but I calls her Olivia. "Why do you call her Olivia if it ain't her name?" I asked. When she look at her, she says, sort of impish, turning at the child, "Don't she look like an Olivia to you?" At her eyes, for God's sake. Somebody old would have eyes like that. So I call her Olivia. She chuckled. "Nah, Olivia," she say, patting the child's hair. "Well, here comes the Reverend Mister," she say. I see a wagon and a great big man in black holding a whip. "Sure do thank you for your hospitality," she laughed again. Look at the horses flicking flies off their rump. "Hospitality," she say. I get it and laugh. I feel like to split. I like to split my face. Mister come out of the store. Climb up in the wagon and sit down. Say real slow. "What are you sitting there laughing like a fool for?"